So in the spiritual journey, one of the first things we may notice is coincidences. That's what the dominant narrative calls them. So they seem to have no meaning when you use the word coincidence. It's just a coincidence, right? It's like, oh, we dismiss it. And the dominant narrative has some fun with that, getting us to dismiss what it calls coincidences. So we don't pay much attention to it, and we can get back to productivity and materialism. And then at some other stage along our spiritual development, we might feel and experience that these coincidences are too prevalent, multiplying, and they seem to have some meaning behind them. So Jung, the philosopher and founder of one of the founders of psychoanalysis, he coined the term synchronicity as a meaningful coincidence. So now we've ascribed meaning to these seemingly random coincidences. So they're no longer random. They seem to be imbued with meaning, and that meaning is very specific to the one that the synchronicity is occurring with. So now we might go into, well, what is that, you know? What is that meaning? Why is it so specific to us? And is the universe communicating with us? Is the divine intelligence or God communicating with us through synchronicities? Are we in a hologram and projecting our reality? Is it our subconscious? But these synchronicities, as we get more into our spiritual process, which Jung was also in a big spiritual process, they also multiply, and their level of meaning seems to get stronger. So their relationship to you and to your experiences and your life gets stronger. So this synchronicities get stronger and multiply. And now we start to see that these synchronicities, so before, like a coincidence and a synchronicity seemed like a one-off event. That's mostly how Jung described it, is like, you know, he had an incident with a black scarab. So it was a one-off event. So the synchronicity, like, oh, wow. And then that's put over here, and then you have another synchronicity. But they never talk about the relationship between the synchronicities. So that's the next step in the spiritual evolution, is that these synchronicities are no longer one-off. They seem to have a relationship to one another and to you. So I call that the tapestry. And that's the beginning of seeing everything as one, or oneness. So now we have, it's funny, if you've seen the movie I Heart Huckabees, they talk about this. It's a cute little slapstick movie. So that it's all the one reality, they use a blanket metaphor. And they say no matter what it is, it's still in this reality blanket. So even though it's all the way over here, or all the way over there, all the way over here, all the way over here, it's still the one reality blanket. So that tapestry becomes felt and yeah, we can say seen through synchronicities, enhanced synchronicities in your own reality. So you start to see the interconnected nature of everything and everyone. Whether it be in a movie from 1950 that you find yourself watching last night, or something that happens in the ride to the convenience store. You see, like the tapestry manifests through space and time, but independent of space and time. And it all reflects back onto you and your experiences and your spiritual development. So in the tapestry, we think less about the meaning of the synchronicity and more about the interrelated, interconnected nature of reality. So it brings us out of our personal story, like the universe is talking to me, or the synchronicity has a message for me specifically. And now our lens is broadened to, wow, look how everything is interconnected. Look how it all dances. Look how it's playing in time and space, but independent of time and space. It still has a divine intelligence, and it's still in relationship to you, like the synchronicities, your experiences, your memories, your thoughts. But it goes much, much deeper than synchronicities. We could say like layered synchronicities through space and time, and your own memories and your own dreams. So this tapestry manifests in your dream, in your idea, in the person you meet, and what they say, in the movie you watched last night, in the text message you just got. So that's the tapestry. And then the next stage in the spiritual development would be oneness. So oneness, in the tapestry formation, we're kind of in this gobsmacked realization, progressive realization of oneness. Because maybe we're still looking for meaning and how things are interconnected. We're interested at a kind of mental level, how, like we were with synchronicities. So synchronicity, we think, oh, there's a message for me in the synchronicity, or how does that work? Or there's still this mentalism. In the tapestry, it's still present, but it's diminished. So now it's so interconnected that our bunny brain starts to blow out and starts to no longer, it cannot grasp the nature of the tapestry or the reality blanket or one. So it's still trying to figure things out, but the tapestry goes to the next level, oneness, and kind of blows out any capacity to cognize the reality. And instead of trying to cognize, analyze, figure out, understand the relationships, what the message is for me, and all that stuff, it becomes impossible to even consider that. It's absurd. So we start to release from that paradigm. And now we move into oneness, which is a very intense tapestry. So all the while, from coincidence to synchronicity, to tapestry, to oneness, these coincidences, synchronicities, etc., are increasing in their depth, in their personal meaning, in their frequency, in their layers. So now, when you release the mentalism of the synchronicity, coincidence, and tapestry, and you enter to the oneness, now you can just let the reality, the one reality, wash over you without trying to figure it out or understand or analyze in any way, because it's unanalyzable. God is unanalyzable. Reality cannot be analyzed. Even if you get down to the smallest quark, it's still unanalyzable, no matter how hard you might try. The more you try to analyze at the quantum level, the more things are making no sense. Exactly. So now at oneness, we give up the mentalism of the prior stages, and we just exist within that one reality, the oneness, and we feel it as the divine intelligence or God or the universe just playing with us or winking at us. So it's moved from a mentalism to a playfulness and a joy and a lighter, even higher vibration. And where before the interconnection and the depth might be so startling, you have to sit down for an hour just to deal with it because it's so mind-blowing. Now you can just giggle. Now you can just giggle. The phrase that came through is God winks at us through synchronicities. So these synchronicities, coincidences, synchronicities, tapestry, oneness, is the journey into one, where your reality is one. You can clearly see the progression of the spiritual journey from your individual, isolated, these coincidences are random, to synchronicity. Something else is going on here. There's some kind of personal interaction in the universe, and these are seemingly not so random, to wow, I think it's all interconnected, and look at how that's happening, to wow, it's the one reality playing, winking, dancing with us, and we are it. Om Ma Jai Ma Lama, Bhakta Om Shakti Ma. Hail Mary, full of grace, all is one. Om.